In fact, it showed you as you were offline for a second.
Okay. Stream should be back up.
Okay. Thanks.
Literally everything exploded. Literally
Everything,
everything.
yeah, everything blew up. Everybody saw that. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. I sure do love that rule of Splatoon.
It's the spirit of Splatoon, ain't it, y'all? All right, give me just one moment. One moment.
All right, let's see. That's it.
Okay, here we go. All right, they can hear me now.
All right, good. I'm glad we got that going.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We're all prepared for these kinds of situations in case there's
all right.
Anytime that happens, you know, we're just got to be ready.
All right, let me see. So what's going on? Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. All right. I'm just responding, making sure everything's okay.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. I'm just informing everybody what's going on. Okay. All right. So did like the entire lobby did it die, or do we need to replay it?
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, the entire lobby went down.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I was hosting. Of course, the entire lobby went down. All right. I'm gonna throw up the lobby again. So
Okay, go ahead, dude.
Let's all pray.
Super hard that this is gonna work properly.
Please, let us finish this tournament. Let us do the conclusion of the matter. My
I know.
goodness.
Oh my god.
All right, here we go.
It's so long.
All right, the password is going to be the same, okay?
Yeah, gotcha there.
All right, room's going up. All right, I will inform.
Okay. Just waiting for it to spring up then. I'll return one moment also. I need to get my Switch charger as well. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. All right, we're going to have someone else host. All right, guys, just give us a minute. We're just confirming what's going on. Just give us just a little bit, okay?
All right here. I'm back. Okay, got it here. All right. Now that I have this, I have to hold my my Switch in my hands as if it was like a tablet, as if I'm like actually monitoring the match as it's happening real time. That's actually kind of funny.
That's wild. All right, they're setting up the teams now. So I am praying. I am on my knees that the rest of this tournament go without a hitch, please.
I know. So, we just got to be prepared and expect these things just happening with time. Man, it is such a funny hassle. Okay, but we'll get through this. We'll get through this as best we can.
We'll get through this, and then all of us that are able to and legally obliged to, we will have a not so kosher beverage.
Yeah, I get that for sure. I think we'll get straight into this match quite quickly so far as we restart on Tower Control Manta Maria right here between Saturday Night Live and Octo Odyssey once again. And I'm a bit more familiar with these teams, so I know who's going to be on what for this one, as I think there's a swap of weapons used on both teams, but I'm not sure what exactly it was.
No brush from Radibor. Radibor's not running brush anymore.
Yeah, no brush this time. Okay, so now both teams are well aware what the other's going to do coming into this one. Cooler already being painted up and ready to go. As
Juice
Octo Odyssey starts with Juice and ready on this fight right here. Just a little bit early. I thought they would actually try to get a push a bit more aggressively right here, but they're playing a little bit more defensive.
I don't know what you mean. They got 3 of them down.
You're right there. You're right there for sure. The strike's coming out as well. Ratbor already on the bunker right here, holding off 2 players. As a counter push comes out onto the tower from the side of Saturday Night Live. I don't think they were ready to rotate back into the side right there.
Not quite yet, but Radibor is still managing to get these picks with that Dynamo Roller. Just got 2 and got the wipeout for the team. Now's the time to push. They have to push that tower. They get as many points as they possibly can. Tangy is already taking up that right perch near rings. There's a jump in over there as well. They are getting in quickly thanks to these fast beacons from Yotza.
Ready, Dr. Mazzo coming out with the flank. A little bit more prepared to deal with Ratbor on the side right here, but will get traded out. Fight for the tower. Tangy goes down. Manaya fighting for control of the tower right here. Joker will be able to get the stop, and Manaya is still going to be putting out a little bit more pressure right here.
And with that, Octo Odyssey does manage
again with that flank.
Unfortunately, they weren't able to quite stop the checkpoint break, though, so they do manage. Octo Odyssey does manage to break through that second checkpoint, which is good for them. That's huge, because that is a hard checkpoint in the bottleneck to get through. Ooh, it gets a double with a reach slider.
Coming out from Meowser right here, but I think Manaya in the back also fighting for control of that tower. Yeah, the momentum on this push is still going to be relatively slow as more players will go down the back. Someone is getting jumped to the tower. Ratbor almost kills Tangy on the tower right here, but he is isolated. Manages to trade out with player continue though on the side. And now the bunker, I think, in control of a Saturday Night Live right here.
They do take control of the bunker, which is huge, especially on that checkpoint there. Well, Radibor is pinned in the corner here, trying to find a way out. Does know someone is here, trying to find that pick. Unfortunately, lose sight of them. Does see the ink, though. Is trying to fight here, but they gotta rotate forward.
Yeah, I believe
manages to get that pick on the bunker, though. That was a nice slap in the face right there.
They stopped. Yeah, I think the push is gone so far. Once again, a lot of specials coming out. I think they should be able to catch those jumps up on the side. Oh, wow, actually not even paying attention to that. I don't think Ratbor was looking to catch that jump, as Joko will go down to the spider shot right here.
Oh, and Player Continue goes down to the sneaky bunker. Radibor
I hope he's keeping an eye on the tower. Oh.
Nope. Yeah, unfortunately, Radibor was pressed up just a little bit too far there, but they do manage to rotate around and try to stop that before too far of a push can be had.
Yeah, I gotta give credit to Taco Baco and their team for remaining resilient against that. I think another brush flank is coming out. I think they're going to need to try to push forward into this before that brush rotates around fast enough to create so much pressure. As a Splatling Jewel is going on in the back right here, not going to be able to finish that kill. Joka going to be able to save his teammate's life as Taco Baku still goes down anyway. Two player continue, traded out on the backside right there. This push for Splatterday Night Live could be a bit stronger right here, but once again, the favor going back in favor of Octo Odyssey on that one.
It's looking like there's a fight for bunker. Ooh, goes down to player continued on the left wing. Yotze coming up behind with the flank. Specials are coming out to try to defend here. Unfortunately, not quite able to find a pick. Does get kind of trapped in ink here, but is trying to keep paint control in mid. They're gonna have to go forward. They gotta aggress forward and try. Oh, the sneaky kill bunker by Radibor.
Yeah, I gotta be prepared for those for sure. I think they need to spend a bit more time getting control of that bunker so far. I'm not seeing as much aggressive plays coming out compared to like last night. Oh, unfortunately, Radibor running out of ink at the last second. Dr. Meows is going to be catching out the rest of Splatterday Night Live right here, and they will be able to get a strong push off this.
Gonna slide.
Specials coming out quite early right here. That's a very, very weak Splatling in the back.
I'm surprised they didn't get that pick there, though, because they were right next to them, unfortunately. Not able to get it with that reef slide. Ooh. Oh, Bloodbath. Oh.
And there's only 4 seconds left on the clock.
Ooh,
Player goes down.
Ooh.
It's all up to Tangy, and it's not going to happen right there.
Tangy
as
tried.
Odyssey will take game 1.
Tangy did try to make that push happen. They tried to stall it because it was close, but unfortunately we're not able to hold that tower long enough.
Yeah, for sure. Once again, I think I'm going to make the point that I believe that I would like to see both teams being a little bit more conservative with how they're using the specials and using it at the more opportune moments and recognizing when they have huge advantages that they don't need to expend all of their resources on.
Right.
Because otherwise it'll make pushing the other checkpoints just that much harder.
It feels more like they were just kind of throwing them out to try to push them back as opposed to get the actual picks or get the push for them going. It was a little bit less coordinated, I suppose. I think it felt like it was a little bit less coordinated to me.
Yeah, I get what you mean there. I know exactly what you mean. All that happening. And that was the second game, though, right? So I think that was that should. Or was that first game? I kind of lost track on that.
Yeah, that was the first game. No, that was the second game.
No, that was first.
No, that was the first game.
That was the second game.
That was the first game. Wait.
Okay.
It was the first game. I'm sorry. I don't know where my brain is. It was the first game.
Okay, good. Like I appreciate I appreciate the clarification on for that one.
Yeah, it's because of the net issues that have been happening. All the replays, it threw me off just a bit. But I'm just like, let me just pull up the map list right here on the side that I have. It's here for a reason.
Yeah, I get what you mean there. For sure. Alright, let's see. We'll take a bit of downtime before we get back into this next match in a second. In fact, actually, if you don't mind, I'll just use the restroom really quickly if you don't mind holding down the line. We'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Yeah,
Thank you. I'll be right back.
All right, I'll be right here. All right, yeah, no, Vincent in the chat, gotta love a sneaky Dynamo. Yeah, no, the Radibor, I've actually never seen a Dynamo that sneaky. Like, I've seen Dynamos that kind of shark a bit, but most Dynamos that I see, they're usually more on the aggressive side, or like you'll see it coming. Like you don't expect a Dynamo flank, honestly. You don't expect a Dynamo flank, but Radibor was getting those Dynamo flanks in, and he was making it work. Like, man's just popped out on the bunker, and I'm gonna be real. I jumped a little bit when I saw that, because I was not expecting Radibor, out of all his teammates, Radibor to show up and get a sneaky pop there on that, like, coming up the wall. So, that was very well played by Radibor. But both teams, they played pretty well. It's just, they might need to get a little bit more of the special coordination, because that might have helped that push. All right, let's swap over. We are going to Undertow. The Undertow Spillway. All right, Radibor sticking to the Dynamo. Onigiri is now on the Squelcher now. Okay. All right, this is actually a little bit of a unique setup. Like, this is a pretty big different than the last one. Oh, skirmish on the right side. Player continue trying to come over here and find a pick, pushing forward. Watch that flank. He's still there. Oh, and he does go down. He's called out and found. And now with 2 down, they need to push the Rainmaker forward here. And Octo Odyssey is going to start pushing that Rainmaker forward. Specials coming out to help support the push. And are they, not quite able to get the checkpoint. Unfortunately, goes down right at the footstool. Duelies go down to Zion. Zion is going to try to push forward here through this, and get the checkpoint for Octo Odyssey.
Nice stuff out there. They do manage to get at least the checkpoint clear so far. Are they worried about that roller on the back? Oh, Ratboard actually not actually going to catch the flash on the back right there. But I think that is a dead push, and the wipeout coming out for Splatterday Night Live, as they will get a lot of strong forward momentum right here, making their way and rotating left.
Oh, nice dodge on the bomb, but unfortunately the Dynamo sees you and does pick you. Radibor does go down, though, to the Zuka. Oh, and that's it.
Unfortunately, a wipeout in the other direction coming out for Octo Odyssey as well, as they will be able to secure mid, and not a very big push coming out for Splatterday Night Live right here.
Unfortunately, they did get the reverse wipe. They got reverse wipes, so they have to retake mid. They have to fight that neutral again, because now, well, before they do that, they have to get them out of their base, because now the Rainmaker's back on their side of the map. So Splatterday Night Live is going to have to fight here to get them out of their base and get a push going backwards. Oh, and a triple!
Triple coming out.
Oh my goodness, Zion with a triple. Oh, excuse me, that wasn't Zion. Excuse me, that was Zion. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're right. Dr. Meowser already going for a serious flank coming off the side right here.
Ooh,
and
the reverse
unfortunately,
wipeout.
a wipeout in the other direction once again. Yeah, both teams keeping in lockstep with each other. Wipeouts back and forth for both of them.
Yeah, it's looking like
now Odyssey, as Splatterday Night Live trying to make a push out here.
It's looking like they are a little bit slow to go back toward mid, but it doesn't matter at this point because they are starting to get forward. Oh, can they get this pick here? They got the checkpoint. All right, it's anyone's game now at this point.
Yep.
Oh, I had a bit of a connection unstable there.
Did you catch that? Oh, not gonna be able to quite get that. It's all right.
There we go. Okay, it's back.
Dr. Meowser will trade out with Rat 4 on rings as Zion makes another flank himself and gets traded out as well. Neither team really wants to give this up, as I think the Rainmaker is getting jumped off the map and reset. Dr. Meowser going to be in a pretty decent position here on rings. Try to stall out the players in the back, but I'm not sure if I would give up that space though. Honestly, I would have remained on rings and tried to assist over there on the side.
Ooh. That was a big explosion in mid and trade out. Jumps are coming out as Dr. Meowser is trying to get this pick in the corner, gets the pick on Rice Ball.
Nice
and
catch on Onigiri right here. Oh, that is such a risky play, dodging right through the grenade over on the side right here, as Radbour is not going to be able to stop Joka, but his teammates will manage to clean that up, as the Zuka will catch out another player, and once again, Dr. Meowser and the rest of Splatterday Night Live will go down. Octo Odyssey still in a very decently strong position right here.
Alright, it's still anyone's game though, with 1 minute and 8 seconds on the clock, but Octo Odyssey is getting that push going again. Oh, and the reverse wipeout again!
So many wipeouts going on for both teams right here, as now the rest of Splatterday Night Live can go for some serious picks, as Zion attempts to catch out the respawning players on the side with the Zuka, but will go down. And even for both teams right here, as Joko is doing their darn best to defend Tangy from going down right here. Dr. Meowser with the reslider, but not going to be able to find it, as unfortunately the heavy splatling is going to be forced to return to mid and stall out for as long as possible. 31 seconds left on the clock right there. I'd be very concerned about that. Unfortunately, the Dynamo Roller will find a pick in, as Dr. Meowser will also go down on the side.
I'm telling you, they gotta watch out for Radibor. Radibor with that Dynamo is a menace to society, and if he's alive, then you can expect a flank is coming.
I'm not so concerned about Ratboard being a serious threat, and the grounds that the attention he takes up is just making it so difficult for Spider Night Live to get anything off,
They
and they're
couldn't
not
quite
even
grab
able to
it.
touch the Rainmaker.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
All right, and game 2 goes to Octo Odyssey.
Yeah, I can definitely say that Octosat Odyssey is much better prepared for the dualies on this one right here. Considering that how strong they were trying to holding me back when I was playing against them last time, they like in ranked. I'm not surprised that they're doing a very strong job of just making sure that that dualies do not get through.
Oh my goodness, these games are these are intense, and
Doing
I'll
a number
be.
on you, huh?
They are, and it's because I'm gonna be real. I had expectations coming in. These teams are flipping. They're flipping my expectations on their head, like on their heels. However the saying goes, they're throwing me out of the loop here, because now I don't know what to expect. And I mean, both of these teams are really strong. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's no, it's okay. I mean, I like to think our communication is like pretty like free form in terms of how we're going about this best I can. I think it's just I like how both teams are so fight focused, and that despite the fact that Octo Odyssey is 2-0 on this one, they aren't really Spider Night Live really isn't that far behind, because if they get the right wipeouts that they need, that they can get a lot of momentum off of their pushes. I feel that if Spider Night Live takes more space when enough players go down, they have a chance at completely at overwhelming Octo Odyssey in the moments and not giving them enough space to return to the game or anything like that, you know?
Right. And the thing is, I think what it is that Saturday Night Live, they gotta get just a little bit more aggressive after they get that wipe, because the wipeouts are great, but what I was kind of seeing is that they're a little bit slow to push back into mid and push forward. And I do know Player Continue did try to go on that right side to try to camp out their base to try to give their Rainmaker time, because if you got somebody camping your base on the left side, you can't just completely ignore them, because then you're gonna get splatted or you're liable open to a flank.
I know, yeah.
So
I get that.
So maybe if they would have dedicated one more person. Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe I think taking as much space as possible during your series advantage moments is so crucial, so that way you're able to maintain momentum. You have to make sure you take as much space as you can, trying to find your way in, stuff like that. Otherwise, you're just giving a chance for the other team to come back. It makes it too hard to kind of work off there.
Right. All right, well, the clock has ticked, and it's about that time for the third match. Okay, there we go. All right, we're going to the Scorch Gorge for clams. I said blams. For clams.
I've been seeing so much of Scorch Gorge clams recently as of late. I actually haven't even played it on ranked recently. This is kind of interesting. You know, I'm actually even surprised too. Manaya isn't on roller for this. They put Ratbor on. I find that really funny.
Manaya said the Zap is the juice machine, and they're going to be the juice machine this time around.
For sure, I feel like they seem okay fulfilling that role currently so far.
Oh, look, there you go. Juice already out.
Yeah. Look at there.
Oh, Julie's making some magic happen. Mr. Meow or Dr. Meowser with the Dooley's play gets the pick on Ratibor.
Nice catch. Yep. Nice job dropping the football right there. Get careful.
Ooh, gets picked off by
we'll
Zion.
Get called out, but Zion sprayed it out just as easy right there. Let's see.
Ratibor trying to watch. Ooh, that was a close call on the slider. They get a trade though. Ooh, unfortunately.
Oh, trying to rush out there a little too hastily with that football, though.
It's a lot of
Still
back
trading
and
out
forth.
back and forth right there.
That was a good
Yeah,
jump
just
in.
back and forth.
Uh-oh.
But it's not quite the momentum that they wanted, though. Dr. Mauser trying to find some picks over on the sides. We'll get triple teamed over in the front right here. Not going to work out.
They got to rotate back at this point. They don't really have the room to make that push happen right here. Unfortunately, there's no way open.
Yep, Zion, the rest of Octo Odyssey doing a great job playing lockout right here.
That was a good
Just
trade out there.
Not letting Dr. Mausers get in, like, at all. Even though when they get traded back, it's still, like, not ideal because Dr. Mauser is just having such a difficult time trying to find their way in and find crucial picks. They might need to play a little bit more patiently here, I think, at this point, instead of throwing out those reef sliders willy-nilly.
Right, and we're seeing Manaya is juiced up, gets the pick on Dr. Meowser, is trying to just keep paint for the team near the ramp to make sure that a push can't happen. They do rotate to the right side and goes down by getting pincered between two on Saturday Night Live. And Splatter Knight is looking to get the push here. Yep, they're gonna get the first score.
Yep.
Almost
get that.
Yep, almost halfway in, they do get the first goal. Let's see if they can keep this push alive. Chumps and all kinds of specials are coming out to try to defend. It's looking like they are not going to be able to keep this push alive, so they do go back to the neutral area, and the push is dead.
Yep, Octo Odyssey doing a pretty decent job holding this. Maybe not the best aimed Zuka that I would have wanted, but as long as they're maintaining advantage, it's okay. They do manage to secure a pick onto one of the players of Saturday Night Live right here, as the spider shot will almost go down on the side.
All right, and there it is. Octo Odyssey gets their score back in comeuppance. Comeuppance. I can words. Do manage to get the score down to 59, and it's looking like Saturday Night Live is going to... Oh, nope, not quite. The bleeding is still going. They can't get him out quite yet. Yotza is doing his best.
Taking...
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Yotza actually taking a rather aggressive push towards the basket, trying to see if they can make a stop to it. I wouldn't have taken a 1v3 right there. Oh, and Octo Odyssey, just such firm control so far. They have a huge 8 amount of points, almost taking the game off of that one right there. But
what a stop!
Saturday Night Live able to stop that at the very last moment.
All right, we're gonna rotate back to mid. All right, it's so with that big of a push. Saturday Night Live, they're gonna have to make some magic happen. They have to hard control the clam economy. They gotta get these picks so they can get in.
Yep, they are managing to get a couple players down right here as someone gets traded out. Someone is back on the ramp right here, flanking and stopping Dr. Mauser, anything like that. They have to get more off of this actually, because they have the advantages, but they just aren't pushing off of it. Like, I feel like they could get a lot more if they just got a little more aggressive with the picks. Like, once again, that's been a serious issue for them, trying to find their way in.
Yeah, at that point, they kind of had to. They probably should have rotated back to mid because they really don't have that many clams, even with the power, to sustain a push if he would have got that score in. But it's okay. They still have 38 seconds on the clock. It's not over yet.
Dr. Mauser going down once again, not able to find any good picks off this one. Player continue will go down over the side right here. Octo Odyssey in such firm control, and there's only 30 seconds left. There's so much that Saturday Night Live just needs to do right now. They need more clams. They have one power clam to work off of it, but there's just so much they need to accomplish right now. And I don't think Dr. Meowser is feeling as confident as he was earlier.
Yeah, because the only thing right now, they got to get that clam in. Unfortunately, not able to make it. Gets pinned between two, and Zion takes the pick on the ramp.
Yep.
And unfortunately, they can't save that. Oh, wait, no, they do still have another clam. So, oh, the second one just died. Oh, and Meowser gets a pick trade out, though. Unfortunately, the trade out is not what they need. Yotza trying to find a way in, does get a pick, but unfortunately, the clams are not there. The ball is not there, and they're going to score, but it's a little too late, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've got to say, I think Octo Odyssey was much better prepared dealing with dualies this time around and trading out kills in case they were losing too many players in the back. They were just, I feel like they've just done a lot of homework on how to handle dualie, dapple dualies constantly diving their back lines. They were ready for it. They were much better ready for it.
Right, and it definitely showed. All right, and with that, that's gonna be the set for round two. Congratulations, Octo Odyssey. You will be moving on to the top cut, fighting for first and second place.
I
And
I find it funny still the terminology differences between Smash Bros and Splatoon with their tournaments. They call it top cuts in Splatoon, but in Smash Bros they usually just call it winners top 8 or something like that.
really?
I mean, technically we're already in top. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting terminology differences between Splatoon and Smash Bros in terms of how the tournament's set out. I always like learning about it. So I was talking about this when I was commentating for the tournaments at SoCali, and they were saying like what was the thing? Basically they were saying that in Splatoon tournaments they call it I forgot, was the losers brackets, or sorry, I'm mixing it up, but Smash Bros they call it the losers brackets if you happen to be on the loser side of things, and then in basketball they call it the consolation bracket if you're coming out from loser side. But in Splatoon, I forgot what exactly they called it, but they have like a different term for it. If you're coming from the loser side, redemption bracket. Yes, they call it the redemption bracket. And I find it really interesting to like think about the different terms that people use for when you're playing from a very difficult spot, per se.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Not gonna lie, that's so different. I'm used to
Yeah,
Splatoon because I've never dabbled in competitive over there. Only in Splatoon, so it's vastly different. That's wild.
yeah, I can get you there. I think my thing. I think my thing is that I have a lot of experience playing from Smash Bros and stuff like that, so it's definitely like it helped me a lot doing getting commentary experience doing Smash Bros and stuff like that. So I at least know a little bit about it for sure.
Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna go get set up for things for the next set of matches. Give us just a bit of time. Don't go anywhere. Keep your hot seat hot. Keep your snacks cool, and we'll see y'all for losers finals coming up next.
We'll be right back, folks. See you in 5.
Potentially.
Okay, let me see right here. Okay, we're not live. We're not live anymore, right?
All right, everybody, and we are back. We are ready for losers finals. It is that time, guys.
You got a match between That's What C Said, and Spider-Day Night Live fighting out of losers finals here, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Day
finals.
Night Live with one last chance to stay in this, and same thing with That's What C Said. Blech. I'm still tripping over my words. I hate that tongue twister.
All right, but for the maps for this set, it's gonna be Rainmaker on Humpback Pump Track, Clams on Museum del Alfonzino, Splat Zones on Robo Ramen, Tower Control on Inkblot Art Academy, and back to Rainmaker on Manta Maria.
Okay, a lot of the familiar maps we've been seeing from the last couple of matches so far. I'm interested to see, because I don't believe Spider-Day Night Live and That's C Said have really encountered each other in bracket very much, if I even recall correctly, unless there was something during the group matches. I don't know, but given how strong Spider-Day Night Live performed the first time against Taco Baco, I'm very curious to see how they'll do against That's What C Said, and see if they're actually prepared for this going on during the next match so far. So I'm curious to see which team is better prepared for the other, because I know that That's C Said loves making use of brushes, especially Chai Tea. And I'm curious to see if they'll be able to handle Dr. Meowser constantly diving their back lines, or if they'll just be too quick for them.
All I know is that double brush comp is a threat.
It is very, very much a nuisance to play against. I think Spider-Day Night Live will have the most trouble dealing with them on Clam Blitz, which is where brushes have shined for it. I can tell you that I once fought a double brush composition in Clam Blitz and ranked, and we actually did very well against it. The thing is that there's strengths to the comp, for sure, in that brushes can constantly run the power climb around and then secure strong pushes. On the other hand, though, when they get locked out and pushed into their side and encroached upon, it's so difficult for them to mount a defense once again. So the counterplay that brushes have to go for is if they actually have to fight and get picks, and if they don't, it's so hard for them to just force their way back in, because they can just lose a huge advantage off of nothing really.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I can say the brushes did fight us out so well, and they actually managed to beat us because there were some very good players on both teams. So it's going to be all on That's What C Said for their own brushes to actually get the picks they need to secure this game, if anything.
Right, I agree with that. I believe they can do it, though. I think they can do it.
It's totally possible, but we'll need to see if Spider-Day Night Live makes the adjustments that they can.
Right. We shall see. All right. And it's looking like we are getting underway here, so it's time to switch on over.
All right, we're in it on Rainmaker between Spider-Day Night Live, and That's What C Said again.
Correct.
Double brushes here. This is good. That's What C Said is going to be particularly mobile on this, and definitely that Hydra is going to make things very, very slow for the Spider-Day Night Live right here. As the brushes already have better control of mid, but they are going to lose a player. Dr. Meowser is going to get called out, and unfortunately, no range on that. It's only going to be Chai Tea, I believe, left in mid, as they are going to find the pick, but will get traded out just quickly right here. Joko sitting in the back with Roller right here. Kraken to help cover the Rainmaker so far, as it attempts to pressure the bows off on the plats. Should get isolated pretty quickly right here. Nice job.
And they do break the first checkpoint. Amazing.
Yeah, but that Hydra is still alive. Gonna be able to hold this push, even though they did go down 3. Hydra will actually retreat back to mid. Not gonna really hold the space, but that's a trade coming out onto the Rainmaker right here. It's Dr. Meowser's and his team, and the Hydra are going to be the only ones left alive for Saturday Night Live right here.
What a
And the Brush is
bloodbath.
doing a pretty good job holding space. But the Hydra will secure too. Gonna have to be worried about that, about those strikes so far, but we'll survive the situation. And there's 3 players down for, that's what C said right here. There is a flank coming down from the bottom left side. Are they ready for it? Hydra is
Ooh.
indeed ready for it. And now Joka and the rest of Saturday
And a
Night Live securing
wipeout.
the space that they need so far. Dr. Mauser has a lot of space inside. Rush will be isolated as this push is coming out pretty strong right here. 2 players go down. And player Q gonna get traded out, but Joka can still keep the Rainmaker alive right here.
Oh, and that's a
And
knockout.
that's a quick game right there.
Amazing.
That's a quick knockout.
Amazing. That was banger. That. Whew.
Yeah, pretty strong on that one for sure. Yeah, I think those brushes definitely struggled with trying to find a way to properly take out the Rainmaker. I think Dr. Mauser and Saturday Night Live were just too strong on the front lines for Chai T and the other brush to really get anything off of that, unfortunately.
Correct. Yeah, and I mean, that comp is just hard. It's hard.
Yeah, there's ways to make it work for sure, but it's tricky when the way you want to play is to be constantly annoying the back line and harassing them so that way they're forced to constantly turn around. But that isn't really going to work if you have like such a strong defense up there in the side for sure.
Right.
Let's hang on a moment. I just got a ping from Bren.
Already done. Already done. I was
see.
just about to message them.
Yep.
Already done. I fixed it. I noticed it in the middle of the match, so as soon as I switched over, I got it fixed. We're good. We're good. I fixed it.
All right, we managed to get that fixed on the screen right there. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, we're gonna be getting straight into the next game. Just hang on.
All right, and they're rotating over.
Man, I could use like I appreciate you being my co-commentator for this, Mara. But I just want my dog to like sit by me for at least at least a couple seconds longer. He's too distracted searching for food right now, and I just want him to actually be good company with me for like a moment. Why won't he walk over here and just spend some time with me? I wish you would actually spend a bit more time with me. Just enjoy some games doing it to me, you know?
Come watch my friends splat each other into oblivion. You know, as one does.
I know, jeez.
All right, here we
I really
go.
appreciate having someone like that.
Yeah, for real, for real. All right, here we go with the corrected team names. There you go. Splatterday Night versus What C Said. Or, excuse me, That's What C Said. It just wouldn't all fit.
Interesting to see Joka back on the brush for this one right here. And it looks like That's What C Said. Still rolling with the same running right here. I think they'll be attempting more fast rush pushes up here. Let's see if Saturday Night Live is prepared for it.
I mean, at this point, they know what to expect. They just got to be able to counter it, because knowing what to expect and being able to counter it are two different things. And it's looking like they're not able to do it just yet, because those brushes are already on their plat, causing trouble and scoring. Oh, and gets a wipeout too. Oh, here it goes. Here comes the bleeding.
Yep, they got to be better prepared for it. I think Chai T and the rest of That's What She Said are incredibly strong at constantly running the brushes around and annoying.
The Booyah takes Tangy
teams
out on the pants.
Yeah, and just constantly annoying players with constantly scoring stuff like that. And if they are not able to prepare for this, I think Spider-Man and I might be in a bit of trouble right here. They need to secure the space
Ooh,
against
good
the
pick.
brushes
Good pick there on the
as best
brush.
they can.
Trying to find another pick here. Unfortunately, goes down to the Splatling. Honey Lemon is working that Splatling on their plat.
Yep, holding space right there. Wipeout already trying to make a push into mid. Unfortunately, gonna Dr. Master will secure that push right here. They'll need to push out strongly. They got 4 of them down, I think. That was a delayed wipe. They just need to make this push faster, otherwise those brushes are going to get in position again.
Yep, and they're already getting, the Dualies are already getting flanked by the brushes. One brush does go down, Chai-Tea does go down. But they gotta get back in there.
Move. They're already respawning. The longer they take with taking out all these players and not pushing fast enough, they're just gonna make it too difficult for them to get anything off of it.
Oh, they whiffed it!
Yeah.
Oh no!
That's a big whiff. Yeah, these teams. I'm getting the sense that Spider Night Live again needs to make fast pushes as soon as they get strong advantages. If they don't capitalize off of it, it's gonna be too easy for
right now.
The rest.
Right now they have to go. They gotta move fast. But they don't have the clams. They don't have the clams, unfortunately. And now they do, but that's what C said has already respawned, and Wipeout is already trying to get the flank. Unfortunately, goes down. Well, unfortunately for them, but fortunate for Splatterday Night Live as they're starting to get that push mounted. Yeah. Tangy will throw the ball though, trying to get rid of that. Doesn't want eyes on them. As Yotza's gonna try to move in with the paintbrush, is trying to dodge this Booyah Bomb, is not able to. Unfortunately, someone has to save the clam. Tangy gets up there. Tangy saves the clam, and she gets the score in. Just barely touches the tip. Wait, don't take that out of context. And does retreat. Does retreat.
Dr. Gonna attempt to get another flank on the side right here, but again, these pushes just not fast enough. They're not gonna be able to get any grounds off of this unless they immediately push as soon as any players go down from the side of that. He said it's just gonna get again too difficult with time if they don't secure that space.
Right, and the longer the match drags on, right, and the longer the match drags on, the more opportunities they have to push in. But thankfully, Wipeout is called out and taken down. So right now it's looking
push coming in.
Not yet, no.
No push coming out though.
Yeah, not yet, no. Yeah. But it's looking like Splatterday Night does have control of the Clams economy, but they got to make it happen though, because they have a power club, but they got to get in to make this push happen. Because they're gonna need just a few more clams afterwards. I can't math, so I can't tell you the numbers.
That spike is gonna pop open that Booyah Bomb over at the side. Melville will secure the pick right there.
Ooh!
And more players going down from Spider-Day Night Live.
Yep.
That is said.
Yep, that was he said. Got the wipe.
Still a majority control here in mid.
Oh, they whiffed.
Yeah.
Oh, but they're gonna save it. Oh, yep, they save it.
Secure that one, but they're not gonna get very big score off of this, as that is a delayed wipe, and now the rest of Saturday Night Live can make a push off of this. The points are close, so they can make something work off of it. But they have to know, as soon as someone goes down, they have to push. Otherwise, something like this happens.
Yeah, they get wiped out. All right, man.
Push on that one will be delayed, as both brushes will go down in that scenario as well. They just need to have better enforcement of the space that they can afford right here, because otherwise the brush is just going to keep jumping in over and over again. Okay.
Especially in top mid.
Yeah, especially top mid.
Ooh, reef slide on the plat.
All right.
Nice.
Yup. They have to down. They gotta get in there.
They gotta get in there now. They gotta go.
They gotta make that push in now, otherwise it's gonna be too hard.
Good kill on that. Yotza is making some plays.
Right? No, they can't.
Unfortunately, gets flanked and
He's just catching the jump still. Yeah.
They're not gonna make it in time, unfortunately.
Yeah, not quite. It's all about, like, if you get the picks, you gotta pressure. Otherwise, they're gonna keep coming back.
Gotta speed. Gotta sonic speed your way out of there.
Yeah, for sure. Gotta definitely take advantage of the fact that rushes are not exactly resilient when it comes to fighting a lot of direct pressure, for sure.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My dog is being angry right now for no reason.
Tell them don't be angry. Let the people playing the game be angry for you. Let them be salty.
Don't be angry, buddy. You know who's coming into the house? Oh my god, he's so silly like that.
No.
The score is incorrect, by the way. That's what he said. Should have one point actually.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Sorry, y'all. Fixed one thing and nuked another. I'm gonna get it one of these days.
Yeah, we're all community run right here, so we're just having fun with it, you know?
Nice.
It's all fine and dandy.
Alright, let me switch over here.
I'll need to take a moment to greet the family who's coming in right now, so I'll just be right back once again.
I got you. I
Hang
will
on.
keep them entertained.
I'll be right back, folks.
Alrighty. Here we go. Okay. Alright, now I got it right, y'all. Now I got it right. So we get it's 1-1. Alrighty, so the next map is actually going to be over here on Robo Ramen on Splatzel. I love Robo Ramen Splatzels, I'm not gonna lie to you. So, lots of places to flank here, especially underneath that bridge, because it's a long little path that you can flank there to go to the wall beside the enemy team's ramp. So, with the brushes that are going to be in this game, or at the very least one, I don't know if they're going to run the double for zones. Although, if they really want the flanks, this actually would probably be an okay place to do it. Because they have that speed. The brushes have that speed to be able to do that and get around like that potentially without being spotted. So. We'll have to see once they pull up. There we go. Oh man. Alright, looks like people are still selecting their weapons and such. They are putting some thought into this because they gotta come through. Alright, just making sure everything's okay in the backgrounds.
Alright, we're in.
Alright, here we go. You're just in time. The match is about to start right now.
There are splat zones here on Robo Ramen. A little bit of a change. Actually, not too much of a change coming out for the teams right here.
I love
But,
me some
we
Robo
are-
Ramen zones.
Yeah, Robo Ramen zones is fun for sure. I think they're Tangy was switched to a more mobile weapon to try to help deal with the brushes that are constantly flanking, stuff like that.
And they
We'll see
did
if
in fact
Dr.
go.
Mouse is
They did in fact go double
still
brush
gets
console.
isolated.
Ooh.
Yep. Unfortunately, Dr. Mouse is not going to be able to secure any picks that they need right here. As Storm is coming out to the zone. Are they going to find out?
Nice pick.
Yep.
Good
We'll be able
pick.
to find Malvo on the zone right here. But
Yep.
still going to be panted. As Wipeout Chai T rushing down player continued. Traded out. Chai T not going to be able to get caught in the situation. Is Chang. Tang is trying to hold down the front line as best he can.
And Chai T is doing a
Dr.
really good
Mouse
job
attempt-
putting that pressure on, trying to push forward.
Yeah, but looks like Dr. Mauser will be able to secure a second pick as the team will be able to push out to mid.
Ooh.
Dr. Mauser unfortunately getting caught out on the side right there as a Booyah Bomb is on the board. Chai T gonna be... Okay, there we go. Wipeout attempting to rush down Tangy. Will get the trade out as Melvo will actually survive the situation and not die over there. Dr. Mauser attempting to get very aggressive on the side right here, but not able to find anything, unfortunately. Joka will catch out second player coming out from that C-set, and now a stronghold coming out from Saturday Night Live.
Ooh.
That Booyah Bomb just not going to be coming out quite in time right there.
Alright, Wipeout is doing some work under the bridge, kind of keeping their eyes. Yotza is watching for that flank, though. He does know that he went that way. Unfortunately, he goes back around, gets a pick with the hammer coming in, the Ultra Stamp, and they do flip the zone. That's what C said, does flip the zone here, although they are being heavily contested already.
Sure. The zone hasn't completely flipped yet either, as the brushes are going to need to get a little bit of a bigger push off this. Hopefully with that. Yep, that was a
There
great
it is.
push in with the brush and the Booyah Bomb at the same time. You have to be ready to back up so quickly as soon as that Booyah Bomb is coming in. And nobody on Saturday Night Live got any drinks.
Ooh, not the drink lackage. Ooh, and there's the flip zone again. Saturday Night Live is taking it back. Gives a penalty to that's what C said, and they are gonna try to take this zone back. Chai team with the double pick here and does recap the zone for their team. Is Sharking here trying to get a pick here? The edit will need to be careful, or otherwise they'll fall right forward, and they do go down.
Yeah, gotta be ready for that. However, that is a lot of players going down,
And
as
a
they will,
wipeout.
as Spider and Live will get the wipeout. If they do a better job of holding right here, they can definitely keep those brushes out and prevent them from making the flanks if they want to. But they have to be prepared for all the pushes that they'll get off of throwing out the Booyah Bomb and making massive pushes off of that.
Ooh, that was a
As
nice little hammer
pick
pick.
on zone.
Ooh, goes down in the zone though.
Yup. Drinks are ready for Spider Night Live right here, but Tangy will get caught out on the side from the Booyah Bomb right here. Timer slowly ticking down. Player continue isolated off on the side as Joka will attempt to trade that back. Will indeed do so, but Dr. Bouncer's already prepared with the cheese on the zone.
And they're moving underneath that bridge there with the sneaky flank because that juice got them popped up. Do trade out though near the enemy team's plat. That's what he said is down one Hydra. But they do have control of the zone though, and that ticker is going down.
Very quickly at that, for sure. It's only 10 seconds left to make off of this push. And it might be good for Dr. Meowsers to maybe attempt the cheese a little bit soon though.
Ooh, unfortunately the zone...
Which they not going to be able to find, actually. Yeah, they got a little bit more prepared for that, unfortunately, as the timer is ticking out for that, as he said right there. I feel they have to be very aware of where those brushes are, otherwise it's going to be too hard for them to do anything about that. And Dr. Meowsers needs to secure the pick. They do have paint on the zone. Are they going to secure the picks for it? No, not quite, but they still managed to flip it just in time. Didn't need the slider cheese to pull off anything like that, as there is a weak player lower right.
Ooh, Wipeout does go down underneath the bridge. There's still one there. Yotza with his sneaky flanks, putting a beacon, distracts them for just a moment so that they don't chase, because that beacon is important to get rid of. You never know if they'll jump to it. That's what he said does.
And there's only 30 seconds left on the board right here.
Ooh, that's
Slider cheese coming out as unfortunately actually gets straight out. Okay, Tangy will be able to finish that one off. There's only a brush to worry about right now, as they can hold the space, but they have to be prepared for the brushes attempting to push in. Weak player go on the backside right there. They have to be ready for those brushes, and now it's just a matter of time, hanging on as best they can. I would look forward, folks. They got to really look forward. Otherwise, it's gonna get too distracted by something like that.
That
21
hammer.
seconds up on the board.
Oh no, the strikes might be it. The strikes!
Not be able to flip it off, unfortunately.
Oh, that was so close.
Saturday Night Live getting overwhelmed at the last second and not keeping an eye forward, being ready for that, as he said, just to be ready to push back in just as quickly right there.
Yeah,
nice job.
Go ahead.
Nice job from that, as he said, constantly keeping the Spider Day Night Live on their toes.
That was such a close game too. Those strikes, that was the GG strikes. I'm telling you, that was a quick cap on the zone. That was all they needed to get it back in.
Yeah, get you there. Believe that.
Alrighty. Oh my goodness. Alright. So that was Robo Zones. Now we're going to Tower Control on the Ink Blot of Art Academy. Here comes the double brush potentially, because you know how good those flanks are on Ink Blot Art Academy.
Yeah, they can be strong for sure. This is Tower Control, so there's going to be a lot more focus on frontline fighting, which brushes can struggle with if they go in the wrong place at the wrong time, stuff like that. But it will. But who knows? Perhaps that's what C said is going to be better prepared for situations like this for sure.
100%. All right, but it's still anyone's game though. It's still 1-2. Still anyone's game. There's still 2 maps left, so there could still be a reverse sweep here.
Yep, for sure, for sure. I believe all that.
Can y'all tell I don't play dualies? Can y'all tell?
You don't play dualies?
No, not really.
Gotcha.
There was a time when I wanted to try to get good at CDS, but that time has long since passed.
No, I get what you mean there. No problem there.
I can only use them
Don't mind me,
in
I'm just
Salmon Run.
moving around a little bit to a better, more quieter part of the house.
Speaking of which, this is your reminder, friends, to stretch. Grab a snack if you have not. Hydrate yourself.
Yep.
Posture
Should
check.
take a-
God, I'm
should
sorry.
take a bit of a break. All right, let's see. Now,
And
Spider Day Knight up against a bit of a wall here, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Is this best of? This is best of 5, right?
it's best of 5, yep. So if what C
Yeah.
said wins this one, they win it. They win this match. Or they win this round. And then if Saturday Night Live wins it, then they're going to game 5. Ooh.
Yep. That's ready for it. Dr. Mauser's not going to be able to secure the pick on the side right there, as Chai T will be the first one to get a player off there. Actually,
Wipeout.
no.
It was Wipeout.
I'm
Wipeout
actually
was
surprised.
Swifty.
Oh, Wipeout. Okay.
Mhm.
I didn't know that Chai T actually switched off to there.
Mhm.
Now there's a brush behind him that they have to be really concerned about.
A
They should be able
hammer.
to get
Ooh.
a hammer coming in as Dr. Mouse is actually not ready for it. I think might have been able to cast. Sorry, that was not Dr. Mouse's. That was actually the end zap right here. Dr. Mouse does have a reach slider ready to go to help contend with the situation. That is
Ooh,
a weak
nice
Hydra
pick on the
phone.
Hydra, yep. Nice pick on the ink rail. Way to go. Good double.
Yep. And now they can push out really quickly, try to take as much space as they possibly can. They have lots of specials ready. But unfortunately, Hydra's not going to be able to get off that one. Somehow gets picked up on the side. If I had to guess what it was, Dr. Meows are probably fighting players up on the left.
Someone
As
grab the tower. There it is.
Yeah, gotta go grab it. No put. I was surprised that the NZAP in the back did not push the player who was striking at the very last second. He definitely has the drinks and can afford to do so right now. In fact, I would try fighting because they can totally do it. Yeah, have the opportunity to do so.
And they go down to Melville
tried.
on the left stack, unfortunately. Melville takes down another, and Dr. Meowser sending them back to spawn. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. Strike's coming out to stall the tower. Melville's going to take the tower just to inch it backwards. It's going to go try that right side to try to get a small, tiny little flank here. They are trying to camp near the Zipcaster return. And are they going to get the pick? Yes, they do, in fact, get the pick.
It will secure that one. And there's still a lot of splats being traded back and forth right here. But although Dr. Mouse and Spider Day Night Live do have the momentum on this push, do they have specials to try to force their way in? They do have a reach slider, but that's not really a pushing special. Oh, managed to cast that one out. I don't see Mauser using the reach slider quite yet. He can afford to use it.
There's a
Okay,
hammer
good job
out on the
saving
field.
that. Yep, hammer out on the field. We'll catch out too.
Ooh, yep, got a double.
Now,
Now's the time to push the tower.
Probably-
They gotta increase that
gotta
lead.
Gotta go.
Yep, they gotta increase
Yep.
that lead because they gotta get this game if they want to keep it going to game 5.
I know. Are they prepared for any brushes hiding out on the bottom right? Okay, there's no one there.
I do like
Unfortunately, Dr. Mauser's not enough support on that push right there.
that they tried to push forward though, because that was what they needed to do, especially with the Hydra behind them. Oh my gosh, Wipeout is going off!
I know, you gotta be ready for those pushes happening at the last
Look
second
at
right there.
that! Finds another third in
still
mid.
wiping out more and more.
Delayed. I was about to say quad. Delayed triple. Look, that's a delayed quad.
And still trades out Joka at the very last second right there.
All right, they did manage to increase their lead just a little bit though, so it is down to 55. However, that's still not a super huge lead now, so that they have to either play huge defense or hard offense to get that push going again.
Players are starting to get trade out once again right here as Dr. Mauser and the rest of Spider Night Live will, I think, get a delayed wipe off on that one. Strike's going out on
Ooh,
tower right
nice
here. Wipe
pick.
out, gonna get cut off on the side right here. Hydra being forced to fight close range against way too many people. Once again, triple coming out. Spider
And there's a
Night
jump
Live
on the
much
left. They
more
gotta watch that
defensively
jump on the
resilient.
left. Ooh.
Oh, manages to get 2 still regardless though.
Come on, player. No. That was the perfect time to get more points. I was thinking they were going to grab it. But they do push forward, though, to try to keep the push going, though, at the very least. So they're back in the bats, trying to get the Hydra from the back. Does get the Hydra from the back. Takes a double, taking Melvo down with them before they are traded out. Wipeout is trying to go forward and stop this tower, but unfortunately barely able to after they break the checkpoint. Spider
I
Squid.
think those. I think I think
Ooh.
that's what is actually coolered up right now, so that's why they're able to maintain better momentum on this push than Chai Tea and the rest of that's what C-Said is after all.
Yeah, because now at this point, now it's a significant lead because now there's only 10 seconds left on the clock, and what C-Said has to get a good push here, and they're struggling just a little bit here already at the choke point. Okay, good. Somebody took the tower while they're booyahing. Unfortunately, tower is free. They got to get them off the tower though. Oh no, they're gonna break the checkpoint. They do break it.
Last opportunity. This could potentially work out
Oh
if they
gosh.
get this done.
Oh,
Time's ticking down.
Yota grab the tower! Yota grab the tower! Yota grab the tower!
That's the grab the tower at the last second.
Way to go.
Okay. Looked a little scary there, but but Spider Night Live losing their footing slightly, but being able to regain it to the last moment, right before that final push happens there at the end.
Yo, guys.
Slightly more resilient.
Guys, you know what this means. Game 5, baby! Game 5!
We're on to a Game 5 for losers finals right here as we move to... I don't think we're on clams right now. What do we got next?
We are actually... Let me just do. We're on Manta Maria Rainmaker.
That's a Maria Rainmaker.
Yep, this one's dangerous.
This can be dangerous. I think for sure... that's Saturday Night Live was just the stronger team on Rainmaker overall, but they still did have some struggles dealing with That's What C-Said. Just being constantly mobile. If That's What C-Said has a better approach to how they handle flanks and stuff like that, I'm not sure if I will even say flanks, but how they manage to push into It's going to be all about how they're going to be able to get picks against Spider-Day Night Live because of how defensively resilient they are. They have to look for some very strong sharking positions or know the moments when they should be diving into the backlines to force Spider-Day Night Live to break up their defensive formations.
Right, and then once they do manage to break it, they gotta go win.
That they do. And the main issue is that Spider-Day Night Live was so incredibly strong on Rainmaker that's what he said lost to a pretty bad knockout in that one. Both teams mulling over the ideas in their head for this next game, and we'll need to see if they're prepared for it.
I don't know about them, but I'm prepared for it. I'm ready for the shenanigans.
You're not even in this game so far.
And I don't have to be in the game. I'm here in the spectator seat. I'm in the spectator chair and watching it. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna need a break after Splatoon. I ain't even been playing all day, and I'm gonna need a break from Splat for a little bit.
I know.
I say as I'm gonna hop on Salmon Run as soon as it's over. Watch me.
Yeah, I get what you mean there.
Yeah, let's go rotation. Alrighty, here we go. These teams are really, really thinking about their picks here, but it's looking like people are starting to solidify what they want to run.
Yep, I see it. Definitely for sure.
I already know these voice chats over here where they're hanging out over there gotta be intense. Gotta be.
Yeah. I wonder if Chai Tea actually switched off of Brush for this, but I want to see if they'll try to pick it again or if they'll keep the splash, because Wipeout was doing a good job using the brush themselves during the tower control game.
I bet you $5 that she's gonna switch onto that brush.
$5. I'm holding that to you.
I bet if Chai isn't a brush in this next game, you got $5 from me.
Okay. Well, let's see what we got here.
Chai, you know what to do. You know what to do, Chai. You know what to do. All right, here we go. Let's see it.
All right,
Let's see it. I better see a brush. I better see a brush. Okay, Yota with the roller.
Again.
Ha! Pay up! $5.
Okay, cool. Wow. Okay. Actually got it. Okay, for the record, I did not bet $5, so you're getting nothing from me, by the way.
Oh, that's bougie! Alright, Chai already trying to help get the pop, throwing a bomb at the Rainmaker barrier, and they do in fact get the pop and a pick. Chai's already moving in, trying to get a pick here, trying to sneak on Bunker, gets a second pick. Amazing. 2-2 though.
Okay. 2-2. And there's only one rush alive. They can get the flank from behind. They weren't prepared for the rush flanking over on the side right here.
Quad! She got a delayed quad.
Just a lot of killing back and forth from both teams on that. They were not. And Tangy, I thought they were isolated on the side, but Dr. Meowser with the rest of the team right here, they are going to lose a player. Unfortunately, the Rainmaker is rotating to the left. Too many players going to the left side.
And that's a wipeout. Oh my gosh.
They got to get out there now and stop this Rainmaker. I'm pretty sure that Dr. C said is going to have such a strong push in offense. They can just keep running into it. And it's totally possible. And forcing out all the specials from Saturday Night Live to secure this push. They just got to be a little bit more attentive where they're putting that. And I don't know if I would carry the Rainmaker out.
I would have reset it. But that's just me. Because they don't have beacons on their team, so they could afford it.
Yep.
Because that would mean their team can just focus forward, but they're stuck in their base now.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's what C said is getting a little too stubborn about trying to keep this push going. But they are finding the picks as too many players from Saturday Night Live are dropping into low ground instead of maintaining the high ground that they're supposed to do.
Yotes is probably going to get picked up. Both got picked off there from the brush. Yeah, they're struggling to get it out of here. That's not good.
They're really struggling. They could take this much more smartly by just attempting to run across.
I think that's going to be the knockout. No, it's not!
Oh my god.
No, it's not.
Quite.
Way to go, Yota. That was a great stop. But they gotta grab this Rainmaker. They gotta get it out of here.
And run it. And too many specials once again. So many special used from Saturday Night Live. They're making it even more difficult for themselves into this oncoming push. And they just need to push so strongly into that's what C said. Otherwise, they're just going to constantly get flanked.
Ooh, had a little bit of a connection unstable there on my end. I think it was just me. So, but, ooh, 2 go down on the left wing.
Going down the back right there. And Eel Wipeout holding the bunker as Joka sharks their way in, is trying to find it. Pick on the side. Okay, we got a Kraken coming out. Gonna be able to force that Rainmaker to jump the gap. And no one's watching the Rainmaker right now. Okay, there's someone there. Tangy being a bit more attentive on that one. And they do have 3 players down. They just need to actually get the Rainmaker moving again.
Right. Unfortunately for Yota, he did see it. He couldn't stop it, though.
There's a player behind them. I hope they're paying attention to that. Okay, the splatter shot did go down. Okay, so they know about it. They know.
All right, Saturday Night Live is on the board now. They're pushed it to 75. That was pretty okay, considering where they had to push it from.
Yeah.
But they got
getting a little too.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead. Ooh,
okay.
Nice pick, Yotza. Nice pick there in the bunker. Unfortunately, it does go down to Melvo, though. There's a jump in mid. They're going to try to break checkpoint here. Let's see if they can make it. Ooh, can they get it? No, not quite. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I would want to try for that either. I think it was getting a little too much. As several players go down.
They're 3 down. They have to go forward. They got to get this pick and go forward immediately. They have to press forward. Somebody has to keep them pinned in base.
Time to go. Otherwise, this push is coming out too slowly so far.
Yep, they do manage to break the checkpoint here, though, thankfully. But now they got to watch out. Wipeout is coming for the flank on Tangy. Can Tangy stop it? Can Tangy run? Run, Tangy, run!
What?
Ooh.
Dr. Meowser is going to go down as well, as there's only the roller left alive. If they manage to know where it is, they can definitely deal with it, as Rainmaker is getting run back to mid.
Uh-oh. They managed to get the jumps back in, but unfortunately the Rainmaker got pushed back to mid, so now they got to kind of restart this push a little bit.
Yep. We got to contend with the brush. Yep, still constantly rushing them down and stuff like that. I think, yeah,
there's
Saturday Night Live still struggling with this. This is not exactly the kind of thing they're prepared to handle.
Yeah,
14 seconds left to go.
And they're kind of staggering a little bit here.
Yeah, that's what he said. Just too quick on the board and constantly catching them out. Rainmaker got reset. This game's over.
Yep, that's the game.
Well played, that's what he said. I have not been singing them enough praise. They've been constantly forcing Saturday Night Live to constantly break up their defensive formation, and they are just not ready for it. They were not ready for them constantly diving the back lines.
It was them brushes, brah. Them brushes.
Them brushes. Gotta be ready for it.
Alrighty, and with that, the losers, or excuse me, whoa, I did not mean to emphasize that. The losers finals will be wrapping up there. So let me get back word from our folks over in the chat, because I believe grand finals is next.
Yep, that we got.
All right, let me just double check and confirm and make sure everything's good to go. Because if so, we're gonna have to take a little intermission to get things set up for the next one.
Yep, no problem there. We'll just double check over here. Man, I'm very happy those games turned out to be so interesting. I was expecting Saturday Night Live to be I was expecting to put they did do a good job holding on a bit more resiliently right there, but that just just pulling out just slightly ahead with their own game plan of how they were just constantly diving the back lines and forcing Saturday Night Live to constantly turn around.
Mm-hmm. And that takes their focus off the front.
Not pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys. I have been informed that is gonna do it for the losers bracket. And next we are going to have the grand finals. Guys, it's going to be That's What C Said versus the Octo Odyssey. Are y'all ready? I hope y'all are ready.
Definitely interesting for sure. Okay, let's see this. I can't wait to see this. I can't believe it's already been like a month and a half so far, and we're already at grand finals. Man, those matches went by so quickly. We're already in this. Like, wow, so we're so efficient with the time, going through so many exciting matches. So much has happened in just like the past month and a half. Jeez.
It's been a wild ride. It has been quite the wild ride.
For sure. Thanks for everybody's patience here as we're trying to get rolling onto the next match right here.
All right, guys. So we are gonna have to throw up the intermission though, because I do have to get things set up for the grand finals. But it shouldn't take but a few minutes. I will confirm and check to see if the teams need a little small bit or if they're ready to run it right away. Because if so, as soon as I'm ready, we're going right back into the thick of it. Alright, but I'll go ahead and throw up that BRB screen. So we will see you guys soon. Don't go anywhere. But, take your break, stretch, hydrate, do what you gotta do, and get right on back in that hot seat because we got one more grand match coming your way for these grand finals. See y'all in a bit.
We'll see you soon, folks. Be right back.
All right, guys, it is that time again. Welcome back. It's the finals. We are here. All these teams, they have worked so hard to get here. They've worked so hard. They've come so far. And here it is. It's time for the grand finals. I'll be joining the lobby just shortly. So give me just a moment here. I just need to make sure my thing is ready to roll here for ignore that. Don't worry about that. Let me just make sure my... There we go. Okay. Alright, got that set up. That's good to go. Where is... Alright. You know what? It's okay. It doesn't even matter. We're going to let it happen. We're going to let it happen. Because I'm going to hop in here with my co-commentator, Tourist, in about 3 seconds here. And you're going to hear his wonderful, lovely voice. And he'll be here with me for this final round. Bye, idiots!
You should change it to hi, idiots.
I should have said that, but you know what? I couldn't figure out how to turn it off, so you know what? I'm like, we're going to let it happen. We're going to let it happen.
I switch it around.
Because we're about to say bye to this tournament after this round.
I know. We're almost into it, for sure. Jeez.
All right. Let's switch on over. We'll see these maps real quick. So this is the map list for the finals. So we will be doing, it's a bracket reset. So if the team, that's what C said, does manage to get 3 matches first, bracket reset will happen.
Yep.
Yep, and then it will be best of 5. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I think, yeah, I was just like thinking about it right now. This is going to be a loser's bracket reset. It's just going to be tricky for them because they have to win twice. They have to win twice.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, from the way they've been playing, though, I think they can do it. It's a possibility.
It's possible. It's totally possible.
They just got to...
It's going to be all up to Octo Odyssey to know if they're going to be enough defensively resilient enough to handle fighting all the rushes, constantly diving the back line and see if it's going to work out.
Yep, so it's all in how they play it. They got to strong arm it out. They got to fight for it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Right there.
Alrighty, so let me make sure this is up on my side so that way I can have it as a visual.
Yep.
Need to be able to see it.
Alright, we're in it. Let's see.
We're in it to win it, bro.
Man, I'm curious to see if Meow it was Meow Amazing, right? Yeah, it was. Yeah, Meow Amazing's like blade is going to be such a handy for this. I think the strength of Takabago is that they're all strong, fundamental like players. Not fundamental. I'll say at least decent, at least coordinated. I will say, because there's definitely some moments during Spider-Day Night Live I felt like they could have had been a little bit stronger, but the thing with That's What C said is that their main strategy is also very, very strong, even if they aren't the most coordinated together. It's just that the brushes take so much attention and are so annoying to deal with. I'm very curious to see if Takabago is ready to handle this. That and the rest of Octo Odyssey too. I'm mixing up the names and all this stuff like that. I gotta make sure I'm ready.
It's all good. You got this. All right, here we go.
Look at we're already starting on Clams, which is probably, I will say, That's What C said's strongest mode. They're gonna need to be ready to contend with this, and the rest of Takabago and Octo Odyssey, they're not playing particularly strong fighting, strong or at least fast killing weapons, at least as far as I can tell anyway. They will have the range a little bit more, but Chai T gonna get called out immediately. Brushes attempting to dive, play on the side. 2 players go down. They can now get a very, very big push off this and catch the last player off the side. In fact, they do, and they have control of the baskets.
Oh, they didn't quite make the ball! No!
They didn't get the ball, but there's only 1 player going down. They just need to take as much space as they can afford so far, as there is another... Okay, almost getting isolated out right here. Player goes down. Okay, 2 down. Even for for both Octo Odyssey and that's he said there. But we do have another play going down the back as Melville loses their life.
Ooh.
Push it into it. Wipeout getting caught out. 3 players down. They can make a strong push onto this basket right now as Chai-T is forced to be isolated out on the side. A strong 2 power clan push off this. Zion attempts to trade out Malvo, but the Hydra still has control of mid and can pop that Booyah to stop the other team from pushing forward. Rush attempting to push the Hydra top mid. Not going to be able to find it, unfortunately, right there. As Onigiri is able to back up just in time.
Alright, and it's looking like Zion is trying to keep mid control right here. Does assist on the pick there near their ramp and gets the last pick for the wipeout for Octo Odyssey. What C said is down, but unfortunately Octo Odyssey doesn't really have the clams just yet to make that push. Like, they have it, they just don't have a ball. Never mind, I lied. Just that fast, they made one.
Yeah, they did go quick. There's already 2 picks coming out onto the remaining brushes so far. Ratboar and Onigiri gonna wipe out another brush coming out the side right here as Wipeout is stuck. Oh, isolate. Never mind. I thought they were isolated alone in the basket, but Ratboar gonna get that flank off and catch the other brush up on the side right here. Melvo not prepared for Ratboar flanking off the side as Eel is forced to burn a jet.
It does work, though. They managed to stop the push. The bleeding has, in fact, stopped. But now they've got a little bit of a momentum to make up for because they've got a pity clam, but now they've got to make it count because they got to get a huge score off of this.
Sure.
They gotta have something to back this score up.
That's 2. Yep. And it looks like it does look like Octo Odyssey is prepared for those flanks, although they lose a player off on the side right here. And unfortunately, Wipeout trying to get a little too aggressive with that hammer in right there as there's an isolated bucket on the left right here. Will get shut down. 3 players down, 4.
And they get another one in!
Yep, for Octo Odyssey right here. As Wipeout does manage to get the flank off, but Rapper will be able to trade it out.
It's unfortunate, but it's looking like they have the control of the, Octo Odyssey has control of the clams economy currently for the moment, because they have a power clam as well as 8, and now they're back at 13. So, that's what C said is going to struggle here to get some clams unless they respawn, and even then they still have to worry about getting the picks and then getting the push.
Yep.
Ooh, speaking of picks.
A little too impatient trying to get a push in right there. As the team is forced to back up to deal with the hammer, but Onigiri is already positioned in a fantastic spot to stop any hammers that are attempted. Another player goes down. Brush missing off the side right here.
Yeah, the only problem here is that Octo Odyssey is doing a really good job of stonewalling them out. So the double brush meta here is actually struggling just a bit. So now it's like they have to actually confirm the picks in order to get in.
Yeah, they can't go in. And just as Onigiri goes down, they do manage to have a man advantage here, but they're still a little decently defensively resilient. They do manage to trade it out. And this push is actually a little slow coming out for that's what he said right there. As they're going to lose 3 players once again, and they can just take control of mid here and stop any potential further scores off of this.
Mm-hmm. They do manage to get on the board, but unfortunately it was not a sustained push. So now they've got a little bit of work to do because they have to get 1 in, which will give them a 10 points on their board because through penalty and then 10. But they have to be able to sustain that push afterwards because Octo Odyssey did manage to get it down to 22 on their second push.
Yep. Zion does go down on the side right here, but that is 18 seconds left. There's only two players left coming out for Octo Odyssey right here, as that's what he said is attempting to make a push onto the left side. Jet coming out. Ratboar taking the fight with the Jets.
But the recall is in danger. And there it is.
Recall in danger, getting caught out. And now overtime is on the board as 3 players will once again go down for Chai-T. Only one left alive. Not going to be able to find that one as Zion will finish off to the left. That's 2 players that can now just firmly control the basket. And it looks like that's what he said, just not going to be able to get out there in time.
Yeah, unfortunately for that's what C said. They were ready to stonewall those double brushes. They knew it was coming.
Yeah, and normally the strongest mode for That's What C said, now no longer a factor going into the next game. Pressure's on for That's What C said to start making adjustments here as Octo Odyssey is well prepared and ready for it.
Mm-hmm. All right. And that was game one, you guys. All right, game one of many. All right, so the next one's going to be Hagglefish Zones, which, again, I love me some Hagglefish Zones. So I'm wondering if they're going to try the double brush again, because it did work out for them last time they played it. So, but with them getting stonewalled out here by Octo Odyssey, I'm wondering, like, you know, are they going to get in? Because they might have to strong arm it a little bit. Or rotate it.
Yeah, they're gonna have to be
Go ahead.
a little bit more force. They're definitely gonna need to be like maybe a little bit more forceful with how they're getting in right here, because that's definitely not gonna work. Like trying to get around these guys is probably not gonna work. These guys are much more defensively resilient than Spider-Day Night Live was.
Yep. And I think that's one of their strong suits, is that their defense is pretty strong. So, at least from what I've seen, like, their defense and their offense, like, you know, they have their players, but it's like each individual player is coming together because they, like, you can't do it all by yourself. As much as you can try.
You definitely can. You definitely can certainly try, but but from the looks that I can say that Eel and Melville are going to need to put in a little bit more work if those guys are going to assist those brushes with taking main fights. Otherwise, it's just not gonna happen here.
Yeah, especially because the offense is really I don't know, they're very well rounded. So like they can't cut any corners here. Like Octo Odyssey is very well rounded, so that's what C said. Can't really cut any corners here. So like they're strong in their own right, but they gotta like powerhouse it. Like they gotta Superman it and break their way through.
Yeah, I think. Like the way I like to think of it off right now on top of my head, I'm going like rather than taking an Airbender's approach of evading their opponents and constantly pulling their attention so that they're swinging but hitting nothing with air. They're gonna have to fight like Airbenders, which unfortunately means they're gonna have to fight directly. And brushes are not the greatest at fighting directly. They're going to need to brute force or find some key defensive weaknesses that Octo Odyssey has if they're going to do anything about this. I
believe in the power of both of these teams. That is all I'm going to say.
That I can agree with. Let's just make sure. I'll say we are doing our best to enjoy each team equally and not give preference to one over the other.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to insert a Severance reference right there for anybody that has been watching the show recently as of late. I'm interested in just watching the first season because I haven't like got around to like watching it yet. The theme tune for that TV show is just so cool.
I'm sorry, Avatar is goated. It will always be goated, and you can't change my mind. Anyway.
I was talking about both Severance and Avatar in that instance right there.
Bend the mind.
I think we have a problem.
What happened? We have a problem. Okay. Yep. It's up to them. It's up to them. They have to do it. They have to do it. If they don't do it, I can't do it. They have to do it.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Redo.
Well, that was disconnect number 1. Hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Hopefully not.
So that one was their first 30-second replay.
Yeah, pretty important that they don't have
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So they technically still have one replay left. Also, that was Alpha that had a DC, correct? That was Octo Odyssey?
I think it was Octo Odyssey in that one.
Alright, well, they've got one replay left in this lobby.
Alright, make sure you get that fixed first.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna eat real good after this. Right. After these matches is over, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna definitely eat really well after this. I know I'm gonna be eating well. I'm going to.
Oh no!
I'm going to a sausage place. Wait.
Calm Air.
Oh dear.
What happened?
Calm Air. Okay.
Did it happen to you too?
Everyone did. Yeah, that was me too.
Oh, so okay, all so right. Well, we got booted all the way out the lobby.
Yeah, everybody's out. Everybody left.
It's all not right. Grand finals without some communication errors. Am I right or am I right?
Yep. Okay. Got same
Alright.
stuff as usual.
Back to the maps list then.
Always something
Hmm.
happening. Okay, let's go.
Well, that's rotation. Wah, 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 wah. Let's just double check in with the group, making sure everything is
Mhm. Okay, let's get this fixed.
Let's check this out, make sure everything's okay. I love how people in the server, they're going off about the Avatar The Last Airbender mention. Alright, here we go. Let's see what's going on.
For a bit, for sure. Okay. I'm looking back at that chat right now. Jeez.
Alright, let's see. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, no
We're
word
almost
just
online here,
yet.
folks. Thanks for everybody's patience here. Let's see.
Okay. Just waiting on them to remake the room. I believe they're typing right now in the help desk.
This is the full 7, like best out of 7, right? If I recall correctly.
No, it's best of 5.
It's still best of 5. Okay.
Still best of 5, and if C-Said gets the reset, then it's still best of 5. They just got to do it again.
Yeah. The good old bracket reset. Yeah, I get what you mean there. Okay. We're almost set here, folks.
All right.
I'm glad everybody appreciates the Avatar references that I make. I never really got into that show, funny enough, until during the pandemic. Man, that was so good to like watch the entire thing. I actually got a newfound appreciation for that show after it all happened. Dang.
All right. Like,
I can't believe they're making another sequel series too.
I'm
It's already
excited
coming
for
around
it.
the board.
They better give it the love that Korra never got when it was in creation, because that was the reason why people say
know,
Korra
my
was
God.
inferior, but because they were never guaranteed a next season, so they kind of had to work with what they had, so nothing was like linked together like it was with Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, I kind of get the sense that they could have done a little bit more work on Korra to make it a little bit more complete, and not as I don't know what it is about it. It could have deserved like much more love to make it a bit better right there.
I agree, but for what it was, though, I think they did pretty well.
Yeah, I thought they tried pretty hard there to make it work. Okay, I'm glad everybody. Yeah, we're all chatting about Avatar right now for sure. It's not even
Alrighty.
my main ideal series. Like
Oh,
not even the main series.
Lobby's up, by the way. We're waiting on you.
All right, we're hopping in. Let's get it.
Same password.
Same password. Let me make sure I get that. Let me find the password.
2555.
25. Okay,
Yes, sir.
got it. There we go.
All right. I can
Once again,
Mercury must be Gatorade. I wish I could go for some Gatorade.
for sure. I'm thinking
Alright.
about right now. Like,
Yeah.
I find it funny that I'm like I feel like I'm one of the few people who prefers Powerade over Gatorade.
I
depending on
like
the day.
Powerade better than Gatorade, but Powerade has more sugars.
Yeah, that's true for sure.
That's why
Yeah.
I like it better, because it has more sugar.
For some, I think for me, my entire thing is that I don't like to. I think it might be part of the reason why I don't like Powerade as much. It feels a little too sugary on the side. I like the more subtle taste of Powerade, just a little bit. That's just me though.
Right.
All right, we're in it. There we go. Here, we're about to get started right here.
Here we go. Here we go. Meow.
All right, no DCs this time.
Oh,
Okay,
snap.
we're much
Here we go
better.
again.
Here we are.
Let's do it.
Honey Lemon on the pencil right here, and we have double zap. Okay, I think we're getting a reset
What
again.
just happened?
Some people, we had too many people pick the wrong loadout. Okay, at least it wasn't a DC situation. Right
You know what?
there.
That's fair. I'll take it. All right, y'all. Come on now. Get y'all stuff together.
Make sure you're all set for this.
I just realized I haven't eaten all day. That's wild.
No, you gotta make sure you eat, man.
Y'all are delaying my food time. I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. Come on now. Don't make me bust out these dualies on y'all. I don't even know what I'm doing with these things.
For sure.
You've heard of Elf on the Shelf. Now get ready for Bowser on the Dowsers. Alright, y'all. Let's go. I love the matching banners, by the way. Both teams have matching banners. I love it. Oh, snap. Here we go again.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, let's see how That's What C Said counters Octo Odyssey here, since they can't do their double brush shenanigans. Let's find out. Alright, what's he said?
They're going to secure the zone first, and they do have a pencil. I think they picked the pencil so that way they can be a little bit stronger, holding the front down right here. And no pushes off of the strikes there. They're still contesting the zone. It's not really the biggest deal in the world, as they do have a whale coming out right here. Going to be able to catch that brush. Going to find the way in. No, not quite.
Booyah Bomb coming here.
Pushing out the players right here. Zion runs into the back line, going for a shot. Okay, nice job getting a couple of picks right there, as 3 players will go down. But Eel will be able to trade that one out, traded back by Onigiri, as Octo Odyssey still hanging on right here. That's what he said.
Ooh!
They need to find better ways in. But unfortunately, going to lose their pencil in the back line right here. We'll be able to flip zone, but not the way they want to. As Zion will finish off Chai T on left side of the zone, and the brush will catch out Eel.
Oh my gosh, that's a... Alright, here we go. Ninja time, ninja time. Oh, caught in
nice
mid-air!
Shot from the pencil.
Way to go, Honey Lemon. That was a wonderful shot. Right in their face. Oh my goodness.
2 picks coming out for the... That's what he said. And Onigiri forced to push up to the side. We're going to get caught out by the brush and the pencil right here. 2 more players going down right here.
That was a nice little sharky spot there. And good double.
Another double coming out. Yep. 2
double specials as well. Yep.
Yep. Got the jet and the caster coming out on the board right here.
Yep.
And they should be able to flip the zone quickly.
Mm-hmm. That's what he said. Needs to get a little bit of leverage in here. They gotta find these picks. They got one. Uh-oh. The brush trade out though.
Fast. And 2 versus 3. Not the worst kind of situation right here. But they do have drinks on the board. And Melville gonna get a push off with the strike so far. And 2 more players going down from Octo Odyssey.
Yep, the only problem is they gotta just be just a little bit, just a touch bit more aggressive. They can't afford to not be here. Got a pick there, got a double in the pit on the right.
Unfortunate. Actually, not the best call trying to all drop bottom left. I don't think that was like very, very smart, because now they just put themselves in a more difficult spot. They should have maintained the high ground over there rather than dropping.
Yeah, it did work out for That's What C Said, though. Unfortunately, probably should have kept going forward with that. They did kind of panic a bit and back up, which gave Manaya free reign to get in there and get that pick and flank, as well as help the team capture the zone. So that was the lead flip earlier, though. So That's What C Said has the lead, but now they are stuck in spawn currently, and they gotta find a way out, because if not, that lead is going to diminish quickly.
And if they keep getting staggered with all these picks and stuff like that, they are not going to get this lead back. They do manage to find one onto Zion right here. Jinx or out strikes coming down the board right here. Eel not paying attention to the players up in front right here, as the lead will get flipped. Zion now making the flank, catching the brush. Pencil goes down, gonna catch that jump. Not quite. Okay, actually will catch it. Okay, good zone presence maintained right here, as the Booyah will stop any players from trying to rush onto the zone right here. Last opportunity, 7 seconds left, and Melvo's the only one ready to try to push onto the zone right here. That pencil's just not gonna be enough.
Unfortunate. Big unfortunate.
The funny thing is, I gotta agree with That's What He Said that it was a good call to switch to pencil, but But at the same time, I also just have to think that's not the only issue they have to address. Once again, there's just so many strong that all of Octo Odyssey is so strong fundamentally that they have to really play to get the picks that they could. They had some, but they were immediately traded back because those brushes were just every time the brushes found a pick, they were just equalized immediately.
Right.
And Octo Odyssey could simply just constantly force the brushes into direct fights that they could not take. And at worst, they trade. At best, they go down a couple players, and then they have an advantage.
Right. And that's where what C said is kind of struggling with a bit, is getting in there and managing to lock them down. That's the problem, because they're getting the lead, they're getting the zone, but it's just that when it comes to the lockout phase, when you want to keep them out as long as possible, so that way that time just keeps going down, that's a little bit where they struggle at.
Mm-hmm.
So they gotta adjust just a little bit here, but I mean, hey, it's still possible. The game is not over yet.
It's definitely not outside of the possibility. They can still do plenty right here.
I still believe in the possibility of a reverse sweep. You can't stop the belief train.
I believe that. I get that. I can totally believe it. It's all on the players to make that a possibility for sure, though. Which hopefully they got it in them to do it.
Call us Naruto, because we believe it.
The funny thing is, I never actually watched too much of Naruto myself. I just kind of know about it in the background.
Blasphemy.
My brother watched Naruto a lot. He did enjoy it quite a bit.
I enjoyed it until Shippuden gave me so many fillers that I felt like I was choking on them.
I get what you mean. There.
I'm not even exaggerating. It's literally that many fillers.
Do you know that one Pro ZD video where there's about that, anime fillers and stuff like that, and he makes a joke about Dragon Clash and the Kingdom of Ice and everything?
Oh gosh, I don't, but I'm gonna need to watch it.
Hang on, I got the link. I'm gonna put it in the tourney chat in case anybody wants to know.
Bet, do it.
It's the. Let me see. Okay, I got the link. I'm putting it in both the old sushi Twitch channel thing and the tourney chat. I love that. I love this meme.
Me absolutely going to click it later on after this is over while I'm eating food. Yes, I promise I will eat after the thing is over. I promise.
Yeah, I get what you mean there.
I was too nervous to eat. I'm gonna be real with you. Look, and for good reason. You've seen all the stuff we've been going through today, all the tech difficulties,
all those issues and stuff like that. So annoying, but we're
legit.
We're just about to. But hey, we're at the very end of it here so far. So we're almost there. Almost there.
Almost there. Almost there.
You know what's really funny? I actually went on the Princess and the Frog ride at Disneyland just last week.
Get out.
It's. I'll say it's fun. I did enjoy it. I got soaked to heck. For sure. There was an entire story. I gotta mention to you later when we get through this match.
100%. Listen, we could talk gumbo later. Match now.
Yeah, absolutely. Match now. We got this. Alrighty, folks. Let's see.
Oh, that's a
wipeout. Eel.
Like what?
Yep. Only wipeout on the brush this time. Minaya. A little bit prepared. Yep. Just prepared to catch out wipeout, attempting to flank the tower right here. That is only 2 people. Pulling on the side right here as Octo Odyssey makes an incredibly strong push. More and more players going down from that's what C said right there. And Wipeout isolated off on the far side here. Ratboard doing such a great job keeping Wipeout from executing his normal game plan. It's just stuck on the side. And we'll go down to the bomb.
I'm telling you, Rattleboard said, y'all think y'all got the brush game on lock? He came to prove them wrong. Gets a pick on Eel over in the snipe area on the left. Spider Squid, does whatever a Spider Squid does and goes down to the right!
Melvo will go down to the jet in the back right here as Honey Lemon is doing a great hold on the main side of tower right here. There is a flank coming out.
Oh, she gets
trying
it.
to make the way back to mid. Nice catch. As a Honey Lemon still doing a good job holding on the tower right here, getting pushed by the N-Zap up in the back right here. These once again the strong fundamentals of. Wait, oh sorry, I mixed them up. Honey Lemons actually is on the side of
What's he said?
On the side of what he said right there. I sorry, I totally mixed it up. Okay,
You're good. You're good.
They're getting the start of a decent push up here so far. Honey Lemon's attention attracted away as Melvo. Gonna go down to the bottom of the tower right here.
Somebody has to ride the tower to that booyah.
Wipe out. Yep.
They got the checkpoint, but it wasn't. It's not the biggest push yet, but they're fighting for it though. Come on, Wipeout, get that win! Yeah.
Nice catch.
Oh, gets got by Radibor though. Brush counter.
Down.
But they do flip the lead here, so now they just have to maintain. They either have to sustain or maintain. Unfortunately, goes down on the stack. It's a bloodbath over there.
Bleeding is starting for That's What She Said as the Octo Odyssey is starting to make the push out. Strikes coming out on the left side of zone. Are we going to see a fight over there?
Let's find out.
Okay, not quite. I'm not sure if that's I wasn't actually really sure if they were going to push out with those strikes, but then nobody did. And now, That's What She Said now in control of the tower.
More Spider Squid action in the back. Yep.
On the side back there.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, almost got that pick there. They were quite weak. And Zion's gonna push up over there on that left side, closing toward their plat area. Honey Lemon's trying to hold it down up there. Go ahead.
Yep. And it looks like, yeah, it does look like Octo Odyssey will flip the lead again as they will go down 2, and now a strong push coming out, potentially coming out for That's What She Said right there. Not going to find anybody after that though. And there's a brush in the back attempting a flank over on the side right there. Wipeout is looking a little weak on the left stack, but at least was.
Ooh, that was almost a nice pick on the brush. Oh, not the brush, the bucket. But unfortunately, it does get a trade out with the actual brush. Honey Lemon does take up that stack though to replace those dead bodies, as Octo Odyssey does still maintain control of mid though. So, ooh, Wipeout with a nice pick. Goes on the left side, try to challenge that Inkjet. Does get the pick on the Inkjet. Is gonna try to press forward with the hammer. Gets a pick in the street for a double. Trying to buy time for the team. They have to ride that tower with 1:07 on the clock left.
Barely able to escape the strikes, only to fall into the loving arms of the Splash right here.
Woo!
Rush fighting for control of that side right here, as Wipeout is doing a great job trading these picks out, but it's still not landing the lead that That's What She Said needs to put themselves on the board in this game. Strikes almost ready on the side of Octo Odyssey right here.
They are, in fact, going to stall out that tower. Manaya immediately trying to push mid, but gets assaulted from the behind by the hammer. Oh my gosh, I didn't say it that way.
Okay, it does look like Octo Odyssey is staggering a bit. They have an opportunity to make this push off here. That's What She Said can do a lot off of this if they manage to get past 49. All right, time to take down here. Takabaka fighting for the tower right here, alone over in the side right here. Then the tower back in the other direction right here.
Those strikes might have helped with that.
Ooh. Oh no, look at that. Just again, the strong fundamentals just coming out for Octo Odyssey once again, holding on firm and not giving That's What She Said an inch. The hopes of making that reverse 3-0 dashed away the last second as Octo Odyssey holds firm and doesn't give That's What She Said anything to work off of.
Alrighty. Okay, let's see.
Good games all around to both teams right there. That strong showings coming out from That's What She Said on that game right there, but Octo Odyssey just the stronger team on this one.
Yeah, unfortunately for what C said, Octo Odyssey did manage to come together, stonewalled their double brush, managed to come out on top as far as the defensive and offensive. unfortunately. But like both teams, they played great games. And especially
Yeah.
that last game, I saw a little bit more from what C said. Like they were in it to win. They were trying to get it in there, and
Hmm.
it just couldn't quite get it enough because that last coordinated special strike that like they had all the specials out. It just wasn't. It was too much.
Yeah, just too much for sure. Definitely too much.
Alrighty,
Gonna quite work out.
but you know what? GG's everybody. We have our grand finals champions. Octo Odyssey.
Congratulations. I know. I can't. That was a wild tournament for sure. There were so many great back and forth and dominant matches during this entire tournament. It was all such a treat to watch. I'm so happy I got to experience all of it just throughout through the past few weeks with all these matches going on and stuff like that. It's just crazy.
They came, they saw, they splat their little hearts out.
For sure. And Octo Odyssey being such a strong team fundamentally overall, knew exactly how to play the game and just well prepared and ready to handle almost every situation that was thrown at them. Well played to them.
Right. So, but everybody that participated, those that made it to the finals, those that didn't, our grand champions, good job, well played. You all fought hard, y'all fought well, y'all fought long, because that was a whole month plus of some splats, but y'all did it. So I give you your kudos.
I know.
I tip my hat to you.
I know. It was so awesome. I had such a great time with all these.
I did
So
too.
cool.
All right, but with that, we're gonna wrap things up here because we've held your attention long enough. So, from the commentators in the skybox, GG's everybody, and we'll see y'all on the next DOS tournament.
This is Tourist here with Day Old Sushi commentary.
And this is IMR92, also with the Day Old Sushi commentary. Y'all have a good
Thanks
one.
for tuning in, folks. Have a good one, folks. Great games overall. And
Go ahead. I'm
Have
sorry.
a good one, folks. See you then.
Bye.
Bye. See ya, folks.